welcome to Steve McDonald Crafting, and today what I'm going to show you is how I make my stickers. And this is when I make my stickers that are unique, ones that I've drawn and painted myself. So firstly, what I'll do is I will decide on the shapes that I want the final stickers to finish off as, because I then cut them out once I've copied them using my Sizzix. Now, if you've got a Cricut, I have got a Cricut, but if you've got a Cricut, you can also do this on a Cricut. So once I've chosen the dies that I'm going to use, I literally just tape them down onto a piece of cardstock like that, and then I run them through my Sizzix cutting machine, or use whatever cutting machine that you've got. And the reason I run them through my cutting machine is because that way it leaves me with a template that I know will be easily cut using the Sizzix machine, but also one that I know that I can work within the bounds of, so I don't make the sticker bigger than the actual cut is going to be, if that makes sense. I'm not sure I did do that very clearly, so let me just run this through again and I'll show you what I mean. So I know, for example, that as long as I draw or paint my picture within that boundary, when I use that die to cut these stickers out, then it's going to be a perfect fit. And I make all different sorts of sizes and shapes of stickers and use them in different ways. So what I'll do is I'll finish off cutting these out, and then I'll show you how I draw my sticker and then turn it into a sticker. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos on Steve McDonald's Crafting. Check out my other channel as well, Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, which is all about resin. And ring that bell. I quite like the white background on my stickers, but if you don't want a white background, then all you have to do is cut your blanks like this out of a coloured cardstock, and then when you scan them in, you will get a coloured background to the flower. But I quite like the white. So this is how I draw my flowers, and I always do a rough sketch in pencil first, because if not, if I go straight in with the pen, you can guarantee that I'll mess it up. And I try and keep it as simple as possible by creating these little guidelines going around it. And if you'd like to see me create a video on how I do some sketches of flowers and things, then let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on that. So once I've got the desired look that I want, and this is a carnation, then I will take my marker pen, and this is a 5 marker pen, and just go over that sketch, making sure that I make the edges of these flowers a little bit jagged, and also the petals not as uniform as, you know, so they're not all identical, because the last thing I would want them to be is all identical. That way it makes it look a little bit more natural and a little bit more real. So I just go through it, making sure that I've covered all my pencil lines and made any little minor changes that I need to make. Rub it all out, rub my little lines out as well, because I don't need those anymore. And then what I will do is I will just brush all the bits off it and then go over it with my coloured pens. And it doesn't matter what you use for this. I'm going to be using a pink for this carnation, and I'm just going in at the moment and doing the darker bits where I know that the shadows will fall, so where the petals touch each other, or I know that there's going to be a darker bit because there's a bit of overlap. And then I go over with the lighter colour and give that a little bit of a blend in going round. And I tend to do each row of petals or the petals individually so the pens don't dry out and I can still blend in the other colour, so the lighter colour with the darker colour. That way I think you get a much more realistic and a three-dimensional look to your flowers. And believe me, these are really simple. Just a couple of practices on this with a pen or a pencil and you'll be drawing flowers like an expert. If you'd like to say thank you for any of my videos, then just check out the link below. There's a buy me a coffee link there. Everyone is really gratefully received. Thank you. So this next one I'm drawing is just really a generic flower. And again, as you can see, I did the outline with a pencil here, and now I'm going to go over it with the pen, fill that all in, make those lines just a little bit tattier as they are going round the flower. Popping in the stitching as well to the outside edge of this. And then what I'll do is I will fill this in with yellow because I really like the look of yellow, and do the same thing with the dark pen and the light pen, and I'll show you what this looks like when it's finished. I've finished these now and I'm really quite pleased with them, and all I'll have to do is scan them into my computer, print them. I always print them on photographic paper because I think that gives it a nice glossy finish, but it's up to you what you print them on. And this is them printed and it came out quite well. Quite pleased with how that's come out. So the next stage is to run this through the Sizzix machine. I like to run these through in small sections like this because I feel that I get a better cut with it, but it's probably just me. It's probably makes no difference whatsoever whether you do that or not. And also some of the shapes I've used obviously more than once, so as a result I'm going to have to re-put them in. So that circle I used twice, so there's no point keep running it through the machine on and off, on and off. So I'll carry on and cut these up, and then I'll show you how I position everything to run through the machine. So what I do is I take my die, and it's fairly simple, I just line it up. I tend to take a bit of the stickiness off the tape by just popping it on my hand because I don't want it to rip the piece of paper or the card underneath. And I run it through forwards and then I go back over it, and then I just push out the sticker, and there we go, there's the thing. Now what we need to do is turn that into a sticker, and I'll be using my Xyron machine, and don't worry, I will link these in the description below. They're really easy to use, but they make fabulous stickers. So depending on the size of the sticker that I'm going to make, it depends on which machine I'm going to use. So the balloon will be able to go into this one, so will the two signs, they will go into this one, but these are a little bit too large to go in here, so I'll need to put them in there. And they're really easy to use. All I do is I pop this in until it won't go any further, face up because it's the base that I want the glue on. I just turn it round, it takes it through, and then it will bring it in to the back, like so. And then I just rip it off. Now, I won't do anything with that one as yet. I will leave that for a few seconds. Now, with this smaller one, which is obviously a lot cheaper than the other one, although they're not too expensive, how I do it is, so I will just push that down into there like so, grab hold of the bottom bit there, and pull it through, and then just pull it off. So before I split these up, what I will do is I will just take a cloth and I will just push them onto this sticky to ensure that they're fully on and they're fully covered in the sticky. And then these ones I will just split up because I might not want to use them straight away and store them. I'll just keep them in a pot, and I will use these on different arts and crafts, or I will give them away. You know, I do quite a lot of things with them. Give them away or stick them on arts and crafts. Chuck them at the cat to make the baby laugh. But what I'm going to do with these ones is, these flowers that I've drawn today, I'd already drawn, as you can see, quite a few of them in my little sketchbook. I sketch things all the time. I'm always sitting here sketching. And so I'm going to put them on the front of my sketchbook so that I know that when I want to look at this in a year or two's time, because I go through sketchbooks quite quickly, that actually what it's got inside. So, and it's got lots of different sketches in here as well. And all you have to do is peel them off. They are really nice and sticky. And pop them down. Give it a rub. And there you have a lovely sticker. And obviously I'm going to put my name up here because I'm conceited like that. So just pull that off there. And I'm going to pop that there at a slight angle. There's Steve. And what other one am I going to put? I really like that one. I love how that little one's come out. So I'm going to pop that there. So there we go. That's how I make my stickers. I think they work really well. There's lots of different ways you can make stickers, and I'm sure that you could turn this, once you get really quick and you've got lots of images scanned in, I'm sure you could turn this into quite a nice little lucrative business or sideline. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button as I'm growing this new channel. Check out my other channel, Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts. I'll put the link in the description below. I'd love to see you over in there as well. Take care. Enjoy your crafting. Bye.